know actually that they were a part of this. So it's lovely to be associated with them, يعني for sure. Excellent. So أنا عشان not to waste anyone's time, I'm just gonna jump right into it. I'm gonna talk about some fundamentals in terms of building a strong digital strategy, some of the basics that most of the businesses out there get wrong, and then we can discuss some of the maybe situations that have to do with each of the individual business plans. If someone wants to discuss them, any Q&A that you'd like to have. In the end, I see the session is recorded, so that's good. It means we can also share it with a lot of your colleagues that were unable to make it today. Okay, so I'm going to share my slides very quickly here. Slide. Great. I hope everyone can see it. Can you see it? Everybody can see my slides, right? I'm assuming yes.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, I'm just gonna have this notification that keeps on popping. So lovely. Okay, so famous marketeer, his name is Don Peppers, once said, without customers, you don't have a business. All you have is a hobby, okay? And sometimes a very expensive hobby if you're investing in a startup and trying to grow it, and if you're paying for salaries and overheads and rent and all that lovely stuff. So what we're going to be talking about today is a digital strategy specifically with the aim of acquiring customers, right? Because you could have a strategy to do a digital strategy to do multiple things, including streamline operations, better customer experience, better retention, cost reduction, managing inventory. All of this stuff can be digitalized, and you can have a nice plan for it, which is called a strategy. But we're going to be specifically talking about getting new customers. Okay, so a very classic way to get customers is through advertisement, online advertisement, or what's known as digital marketing, right? So you create ads. I'm sure all of you have seen them. Nothing new there. You create ads on a place like Facebook, for example. And then those ads, when you click on them, you go somewhere where you can buy or subscribe or sign up for a service or download an app, all that, or buy the product itself from commerce store. All of that are ways where businesses are able to get customers. Businesses do not have customers. Facebook has a lot of customers, so businesses will do an ad on Facebook to try to attract this traffic, these customers, to their own pages, as well as try to convert them into buyers. Okay, so let's start getting into that a little bit more sophisticated, a little bit into the terminologies itself. So usually this ad, when someone clicks on it, they go to an experience, they go to a destination. That destination is usually called the landing page. It's a specific page that you chose while creating your ad to bring someone to, so that they would be buyers, right? So imagine if we're doing an ad, let's say for a new shoe collection, right? So you've released a new collection for shoes that you came up with, and in your store you have multiple things. You have dresses, you have bathing suits, you have shoes, you have tops, you have shirts, you have jackets, lots of things. If you create an ad for the shoes, you probably are going to choose the landing page to be the shoe category, the specific page where someone can come and view that new collection, right? Because it really increases the chances that they would buy when they come to that page. And that concept is called the landing page. You chose that to be the landing page, and we're going to discuss ways to make that formula work. Okay, and that experience is called a one-step purchase process, or a one-step marketing funnel, and we'll understand why it's called that. Okay, so let's start with the initial one, which is the ad. I mentioned Facebook because Facebook is really the king of the internet right now. It's the location, it's the platform that has most of the users, has the most engagement, and it's the biggest advertisement platform in the world right now. And specifically as Boost, we just released a marketing study that I will share with you guys on this call. I actually can put it quickly in a link. So this is a study we did, and we released the results 2 days ago, I think, or even, yeah, 2 days ago. And it's we surveyed 300 CEOs in Egypt on their digital marketing activities. And if you go into the results, you'll find that they all believe that they all have invested the most in Facebook, and Facebook has been bringing the best results for them. And they believe that Facebook will be still very big in the next year. Other platforms are growing, but they believe that Facebook is going to be really big for them next year, which shows exactly what we were talking about. The idea that there is that Facebook is the king of digital marketing. So we're going to take Facebook as an initial example to try to explain that this is the revenues of Facebook. You can see the growth they're doing in advertisements. So they must, since they're growing that much, they must be doing something right. They must be doing something right. They're actually doing 4 things right, not just one thing. Targeting, learning, medium, and so let's try to understand why this platform is really powerful and how we can use it in our acquisition strategy, in our abilities to find new customers. So first of all is the targeting. Facebook has enormous amount of information and is able to use this information to assist advertisers in creating better targeting for their customers, powers that we never thought as marketeers we'd ever have. For example, you can target someone knowing that they are frequent business travelers. مش frequent traveler, مش business person, لا, frequent business traveler. How do you think Facebook was able to figure that out? Maybe you can get a little bit more interactive on this session. Anyone, any ideas? How does Facebook know if someone is a frequent business traveler? Do you think someone has in their profile written frequent business traveler? طبعا لا.
No, they are checking on travel sites.
Go ahead, one by one.
Checking on traveling pages or interested in يعني مثلا nomads. There is a page on Facebook مثلا called nomads. If they are regularly checking the nomads page.
Could be one way, but how does he figure out that you're a business traveler? طيب كده traveler.
Maybe through specific hashtags.
يعني أنا شخصيا I've never used the hashtag since they've invented them. Maybe once.
At booking.com, they always ask if you're a business traveler or something, or if you're traveling on business.
How does Facebook know? So I'll give you an example. You have Facebook on your phone. How many people here have Facebook on their phone? I'm guessing 100%.
Everyone.
So you have Facebook on your phone. Okay, so your phone is tracked. So let's assume you're traveling from Cairo to Dubai and back. Okay, you traveled from Cairo to Dubai. You've traveled over the past, let's say, month twice. Okay, and every time you go on a مثلا Sunday, Monday, Tuesday وترجع تاني يبقى انت ايه؟ You're traveling to destinations. They're all urban. They're all capitals, business centers, and you are traveling frequently and travel trips قصيرة, and they're all during the working week. And that's how he figures it out. عنده كل الداتا and كل الباترنز. يقدر يعرف لو حد is a commuter. You commute every day to work. It's a very common habit in the rest of the world. بالذات مثلا places زي كندا وأمريكا where the spaces are really big. So you're used to ان انت تبقى عايش في حته وترجع. في مصر commuting would be ان انت مثلا عايش في التجمع و your work is in 6 اكتوبر. You can know that because بتصحى الصبح you check in 9 الصبح تفتح الاب من البيت فين في التجمع, and then you go on your computer في 6 اكتوبر وبعد كده ترجع تاني بالليل فين في التجمع, and you do that حد 2 3 4 خميس, and you don't do that جمعة وسبت. So he knows بprofiling بسيط جدا. Okay, it doesn't take a detective that you are someone who works في التجمع وساكن أو العكس ساكن في التجمع and works in 6 أكتوبر and you commute every day to work. And that's how Facebook is able to learn those things. And then he's not trying to spy on you بس. He's trying to use you بقى as a tool for advertising. فساعتها he can attract more marketing dollars. من واحد زي booking.com for example, زي ما غادة كانت بتقول انه booking.com now wants to spend a lot of money targeting business advertisers. Facebook يقول له listen, I have exactly what you need. I have the business advertisers, business travelers, sorry. I have the business travelers you're looking for. Here you go. Pay me the big bucks. And now I am richer and bigger and more strong as an advertisement platform. So it's a great tool for us لان احنا كadvertisers هو كمان مدينا احنا الاكسس ده as a marketeer. You can go in and you can use exactly the same tools. The Facebook ads platform that I use is the same. بعمل بيها إعلان ب $10 is the same Facebook ads platform that Booking.com is using to create an ad for $10 million. Targeting نفس الناس بنفس techniques, which is amazing, I think. Amazing democratization and access for marketing for everybody, and amazing power for a startup that wants to compete with Booking.com. You don't need to know someone وتكلم حد في الجرايد, تكلم حد في التلفزيون عشان يفتح لك المجال ده. Okay, so this is the initial, just how you work on that. This is أول حاجة. تاني حاجة is that the Facebook platform itself has embedded فيها هو نفسه a mechanism for learning. Specifically what's known as machine learning, where the ad itself, let's say أنا عامل الإعلان بتاعي to target 10,000 people. Okay? What the reality of it is that all those 10,000 people are not exactly the same. جواهم subsets of people. جواهم men and women. جواهم ناس من مثلا 20 to 30 years, وناس من 30 to 40 years old, وناس from 50 to 60. جواهم sectors مختلفة, different types of people. So what Facebook does is this. He looks at the gender, at the age, at the interest, at lots of other attributes, and يبدأ يوري الإعلان لdifferent people and sees how they interact and tries to optimize for the results I'm looking for. فأنا بقول لفيسبوك, listen Facebook, I want them to buy something, or I want them at least to click on it. If they click on the ad, that's a great advantage for me. ليه؟ لأن عايزهم يمشوا من فيسبوك ويروحوا عندي أنا and they buy from me. Okay, so I want them to click on the ad. So I start creating إعلانات that targets this. Okay, someone needs to click on this, and when someone clicks on it, he identifies إن عنده criteria معين. And what he's doing is he's learning. He's looking for similar people like the ones who are clicking. And by time يقدر يلاقي لك, يبقى ساعتها بقى he's not targeting 10,000 anymore. هو لوحده يبتدي يزوم in على the right individuals you're looking for. Increasing جامد قوي the chances for you to become successful on the platform and find more users, etc. Okay. So رابع واحدة is the products. ثالث واحدة is the products. And Facebook has been spreading so fast in so many different products, including obviously one of the, لو بصيتوا على the survey that we just did, one of the tool that people think is going to be the fastest growing tool for them in terms of marketing, which is WhatsApp, owned by Facebook. Instagram, owned by Facebook. Facebook Messenger. All of those are different ways where you can find customers and connect with customers. So النهارده you can create ads for WhatsApp on Facebook. So it's an ad on Facebook. When you click on the ad, بيفتح a WhatsApp message with the customer, which allows you to message them, send them voice notes, send them videos, send them images, and eventually give them a call. So powerful, you cannot imagine. بالذات ايه بقى ان في مصر people are so used to WhatsApp. So they'll ignore you if you send them a Facebook message, or they'll ignore you if you send them a text, an SMS, but they'll actually interact with you if you send them a personalized voice note on WhatsApp, which increases really the chances for you to be successful. Okay, and then finally the ad types: videos, images, carousel, slideshows, Instagram stories. So many different methods for you to bring your creative and visual across to the customers to attract. And that's the reason why Facebook is the king, and that's why we're going to be using it. The other tool that is very, very popular as well that I would recommend is Google Ads. Okay, so Google has two types of methods. First method is called organic results, which is the also very famously known as SEO, search engine optimization. And that's basically if someone goes online and very simply كده هو بيدور على sell your car, فيطلع له تحتيها اللي هي how to sell a car, the one in the bottom. You'll notice ان الاثنين اللي فوق عندهم ad بالاصفر next to them, and then the one in the bottom does not have that. So the one in the bottom is the free organic results. It takes time to develop. It's very technical and difficult. But so the one on top are very easy ads where you can choose a specific keyword. تقول له أنا عايز لما حد يدور على sell my car, okay? I buy cars. It's amazing. I know that he's looking to sell his car. Perfect candidate for me. So I'm going to create an ad that only appears to the people in the right location looking for the right keyword. Very, very extremely high intent. صح? I want to buy a twin house in 6 October, يطلع له buy your dream house من ما اعرفش فين. He's looking to buy a house. عنده very high intent, and he gets an advertisement at the perfect timing. ولا قبل ما يشتري ولا بعديها بعد ما اشترى. Okay. احلى حاجه فيها بقى كمان انها it's risk free for the advertiser. You only pay لو الراجل ده جيب الماوس كده اهوت and decided to click على we buy a car in a hole, and you pay only one click. So it's amazing in terms of, again, super sharp targeting, looking for someone عنده هو بنفسه الانتنت. Okay. وبيزود عليها كمان, he exhibits even more intent by coming and clicking on it. So it's another tool that you have to have in your arsenal when looking at advertising, right? So it's risk-free and you pay per click. It's real people searching بنفسهم and extremely measurable. But later on, Google would report back to you, tell you where the clicks came from, which keyword were they searching for, and you can connect it with your sales, so you can figure out the kalimat that people are actually clicking and buying from versus the kalimat that people are not buying from. Okay? Any questions so far? يعني هنخش في حاجات a little bit more detailed, بس يعني ايه. So initially for ads, this is what you're going to be looking to measure. You're going to be looking to measure how many people are seeing the ad. الكونسبت دوت اسمه impressions, انطباع. How many people are seeing my ads? Okay, so الاد اللي فوق دوت, if I search وظهر, then you've seen it. You don't pay, but you've seen it. My ad has been shown to enough people. Same goes for an ad on Facebook. And then out of that, how many people actually clicked on the ad? That's where you pay. And you pay a single click. Okay, it's a very famous concept. اسمه cost per click, CPC, cost per click. Okay, and then finally ده cost per click. Finally في metric اخراني اللي هو بقى a relationship between the impressions and the clicks اللي هو اسمه a click through rate, أو famously known as CTR. The number of clicks you got على the number of impressions you've generated. So if you have an ad that 1,000 people saw and only 100 people clicked on, okay, versus another ad 1,000 people saw and only 50 people clicked on. فده هيبقى عنده a CTR of 10%, and this one, ad 2, عنده a CTR of 5%. Which one do you think is a more attractive ad, a more successful ad?
The one that more people clicked on.
بالظبط اللي هو ad 1 اللي عنده 10% CTR. So a higher CTR is a good thing. Excellent. Again, going back the sequence اللي اتكلمنا عليه of events. So once someone clicks on an ad, احنا عملنا a very nice ad on Facebook, عملنا a very nice ad on Google. Someone will click on this ad, they're going to go to a landing page. Okay, it's really important and we optimize this landing page as much as possible. We help them, and when they come to this experience, they actually do buy. Okay, so one of the most important things is to try to create this landing page in a dedicated way. It doesn't distract people from lots of things. Okay, these are examples of landing pages. Airbnb, Harry's, a very famous business. What does it mean it doesn't distract? كان في a California marketing professor famously did a study اسمها the jam case study. She went to a supermarket, حطت ترابيزة, sampling table, حطت عليها 24 نوع مربى, 24 jam options. People would come in, they would try the jam. If they like it, they buy it. They buy one. And then the next day, I think a week, and then the next week, she did it similarly, but only with 6 jam options. What do you think happened in terms of results? Which tray table of sampling generated more sales?
6 options.
The results were
the one with 6 options.
The 6 jam options generated 30% people went and actually bought one of the jams, versus لما حطت 24 نوع, only 3% bought the jam. Why? Psychologically, what's happening هو المثل المصري الشهير اللي هو عايز تحيره خيره, basically, where you give them a lot of options, okay, so they choose not to choose. That would be the easiest option for them. They get overwhelmed and they choose not to choose. And that's what happens when you give people a lot of options. It does happen online طول الوقت. You do an ad and you send them to AUC MBA website where فيها كل حاجة. They can go into programs, they can go into alumni, they can go into academics, faculty, مش عارف ايه, scholarship, before you know it, they went through the entire website and they did not really focus on the application for an MBA, which is what I am looking to maximize. I'm looking to maximize مش عدد الناس that are tasting المربى. I'm looking to maximize عدد الناس that are purchasing المربى. And I have to understand the difference between those objectives very well. Okay, so this is a website. مليان leakages, مليان options, clicks and scrolls and articles. This is a landing page. شلت كل حاجة, only one box, only one call to action, one thing you can do. Okay, and that would be the initial way how you can maximize your efforts in terms of customer acquisition. Okay, so, and this is an example مثلا a client of mine where they have a lot of links in Howat, and then we created ليهم a similar site where we took the important information, eliminated كل leakages, and we gave you only one option, to click on this to request a demo. Yes, you can play the video. Yes, you can scroll up and down. But the only thing you can do is request a demo. And what we're measuring زي بالظبط المربى, we're measuring a very, very important metric يا جماعة اسمه the conversion rate. So imagine driving 100 people to the page and getting out of it one order. So conversion rate is the measurement of how good I am at converting clients. It's going to be a very important metric. Lots and lots of investors will ask you about لما يسألوكوا على your marketing strategy. هتقول لهم احنا we're on Facebook, we're on Google, we're going to create landing pages that are going to convert customers بالشكل الفلاني. Okay, so that's very important. So you're looking to do that. لو عندي 100 clicks and I generated one order, my conversion rate would be 1%. Only 1%. What do you think is a healthy conversion rate, a good conversion rate?
20, 30.
20, 30.
حاسة 40.
مين يزود 40? Okay. طيب, and I would ask you back another question. What do you think is the conversion rate بتاع مثلا BMW, الشوروم بتاعتهم العربيات, versus the conversion rate بتاع كارفور?
كارفور أعلى for sure.
How many people walk into Carrefour and buy versus how many people walk into BMW and buy?
بتاعت كارفور أكتر أكيد.
كارفور ممكن يبقى 101% يعني في ناس ما بتخش أصلا تشتري. versus إنه someone like BMW, it's very, very low. Everybody بيخش يتمنظر ويعمل ويركب ويطلع بتاع, and very few people are in the end buying the cars. Okay, so the answer is it depends. It depends obviously on what you're selling and who you're selling it for, but every single business has a conversion rate, that's for sure. Okay, so my second question to you, تخيل لو I'm a store in City Stars and I get 100 people walk into the store, 5 people buy. So my conversion rate is 5%. صح? 100 people walk into the store, 5 people buy. Okay, what if I want to sell 10? أعمل إيه? My target is 10, it's not 5. أعمل إيه?
double the number of people coming in.
صح. The first approach الناس كلها بتفكر فيه, raise funds, get marketing going, invest more in marketing. I need more money. To get 5 to 10, I need more money. The reality of it, in the first step, at least for me, I would do is I would start to think about why ال 95 التانيين ما اشتروش. Okay. كل يوم بيخش لي 100, 5 بيشتروا بس. Why ال 95 التانيين ما اشتروش? And what can I do to optimize this experience, to increase the conversion rate? Does it have to do with the layout of the store? Does it have to do with the sales team? متدرب ولا مش متدرب? Does it have to do with the way we're labeling things? Does it have to do with the lighting, the mood, And you start fixing and trying to improve all of those things. And once you do, you start squeezing a little bit more out of your conversion rate. 100 دخلوا 6 اشتروا, 100 دخلوا 7 اشتروا. كل tweak صغيرة بتحسن. لحد ما اوصل ان 100 يخشوا 10 يشتروا. At that point, لما ابقى satisfied and I've improved as much as I can, I go and invest in marketing. هدخل 200, ساعتها هبيع 20 مش بس 10. Okay, if you have a conversion problem, هيبقى the more money you're putting into it, the more it's being clogged, more people are coming to a bad experience. طب تعالوا نشوف how can you do this online? How can you improve conversions online? Okay, one مثلا example of that is انه you discover انه مثلا ads on Facebook the majority of it بيظهروا على mobile devices. Most of it are on mobile devices. People click on the ad on their phone and they go to a completely different version of the website or of the landing page that you designed. بيروحوا للفيرجن عامله زي الصغيره اللي في الجنب هنا, where and all the lovely information that was appearing in Howard has disappeared in that experience. Okay, so it's very important. مثلا is to improve what's known as responsive design, our mobile experience. Okay, to get the right experience to customers. Actually, I would النهارده في عصرنا هذا I would design the experience only on mobile first. لأنه مثلا يطلع 75% of the visitors are coming from mobile devices لو مش أكتر. لو عامل ads على انستغرام it's 100%. مين على انستغرام على الموبايل بتاعه؟ على ال on his desktop. Later on, TikTok is going to be so popular and famous في مصر, and you're going to be running ads on TikTok for sure. Different products. مين مفيش TikTok على desktops. It's mobile only. So 100% of the ad will be on mobile devices. 100% of the visitors are coming to a mobile device. وأنا still قاعد عمال بقى I'm imagining people are coming to something that looks like this. في reality هم جايين لحاجة شكلها كده. Okay, so it's completely different and we have to design for that to optimize that experience. Okay. طبعا حاجات من الاوبتمايزيشن مثلا ساعتها لما حد هيجي على اكسبيرينس عامله كده وانا عامل له باتن صغير قد النمنمه وعمال بقى يزوم ان يدور عليه وبتاع, it's a horrible experience. They're not going to convert as much. هيمشوا على طول. Okay. Other things are very bad classic mistakes شهيره جدا برضه في مصر is the idea of having an unclear او cryptic value proposition. حد يجي على page ده مثلا سيتي بانك, what does this page sell؟ عايزيني assign up واعمل ماشي شور وكل الكلام جميل ده, بس what are you doing؟ انت اشتغلي ايه؟ بتبيعوا ايه انتوا؟ Okay, you don't have any clear understanding of هم بيبيعوا ايه. In account, a global online account in Singapore, you don't understand. Versus something like this. This is a business by the founder of Twitter, اسمه Square. Start accepting credit cards today. مع a hero shot of a guy with الموبايل بتاعه وكارد ريدر وبيمسك هو بنفسه هيبدا يaccept credit cards as if he is a company على طول. So now من لحظه واحده you understand what the business is about. مع انها it's a much more complicated and different and innovative business عن a bank account. The City Bank يعني. Okay. Other things have to do with design features. في حاجه اسمها tunnel vision where لو حاولنا حاجه if we do like this you always look through that tunnel. It's an experience. The human eye is designed for this. Okay, so if you do that combined with something called encapsulation, okay, اللي هي فكره ان انت تحوط الحاجه مع the idea of color contrasting, ان انت تخلي بقى whatever is inside is different colors زي ما هو كده ابيض versus الايه او يعني blue sky versus البني. If you do that combination you'll be able to focus anyone's attention بالظبط على اللي انت عايزه يبص عليه. And it's a great tool لما حد يخش محل and if you're able to capture the attention على الحاجات المهمه you'll be able to get a lot of information across ليهم. اديكوا example عملي ليها online. Which package did your eye go to right away?
The plus package.
عشان color contrast and encapsulation. So already خلاص this package is fighting مع بقية packages and fighting مع your entire psychology. And then you're trying to think if I'm not gonna buy this, why? مش العكس. Which one should I buy? Okay, so that's a very strong proposition. سهلت له قوي ان هو يقدر يعمل كده. طبعا لو بصيتوا هتلاقوا في other bad things psychologically that are happening هنا هو زي مثلا فكره انه البلاس ده غالي ولا رخيص ولا وسط؟ وسط صح؟ لان هو عمل ايه؟ لان هو عمل لنا حاجه اسمها anchor pricing. راح جايب خلق literally يعني product اسمه برو حطه هنا هو عمل له سعر مخصوص عشان يبقى ده المسطره اللي احنا بنقيس عليها everything else. فحول البلس ده ان هو سعر وسط. He doesn't care if you buy the pro. All he cares about ان انت he wants you to buy the plus and he wants you to feel ان البلس دوت is great value. وبيعمل حاجه less attractive يحطها على شمالها, حاجه less attractive يحطها على يمينها, يعمل له color contrast and encapsulation, and guess what? This becomes the product of choice. Okay? بيحصل فيها الحاجات دي طول النهار. طبعا هنا انا شلته دلوقتي ضياع بقى كده ايه كده هنفكر بقى. It's a huge mistake. They should not be thinking. They should be making decisions. Okay, versus kid. It's all about visuals and it's all about consumer psychology. Another برضه very famous concept is the concept اسمه directional clues. Users will look for a clue that directs their eyes, directs where they should be going and moving. لو في ايكيا حاطط اسهم على الارض عشان الناس تمشي ورا السهم عشان ما تتوهش. Okay? Many other places they would give you directions by different other ways. Online it's the same thing. So you have الشارع ماشي كده للاخر so your eye will go هتمشي مع الطريق. لو انا كنت عايز الناس تبص على الصخرة اللي all the way to the left, I would have had to turn the road towards. And that's a good way to do that. Let me give you an example برضه. هنا هو لو انا معايا button or important text, where would I put it? Where the monkey is looking. عشان هتبص على عين المونكي تقول الله بيبص فين دوت and you look at it. He gave you a clue of where you should be looking. Okay, برضه it happens all the time. This is a classic study اتعمل by P&G where they wanted people to read the text. فعملوا اتنين صورتين، صورة البيبي باصص لك وصورة البيبي باصص للتكست. Obviously في الصورة البيبي باصص للتكست you look at the baby and he gives you a clue so you read the text. بيقرأ ايه ده؟ بتقراها انت كمان. Okay, and how it is the same thing, chemistry.com, a famous dating site, and they want you obviously to look at the form, to fill the form and start finding chemistry now. That's what they want. They want to sign up for an account. كلكم يبقى عندكم startups. All the startups will do is literally ads pushing towards similar experiences and trying to acquire customers. Okay? And that will be your initial marketing strategy. Very, very important. Okay? So someone will come to this page and nothing will happen. وتقولوا ليه؟ عشان it's not optimized for conversion. It's not designed for mobile. It's not designed for هنا أهو encapsulation مغير لون الفورم عن لون الباك عامل color contrast في الزرار make it visible ومخلي البنت she looks up so you look at هي بتلوك على ايه تلاحظ الفورم so you start filling it. Okay, same here where he's pointing towards التكست. Okay, أو an arrow pointing هنا. كل دي are different ways. Another two methods برضو important قوي حاجة اسمها urgency and scarcity. Okay, so urgency and scarcity is where we are trying to focus أكتر على فكرة إنه things will run out. So customers usually بيفتكروا إن هم they can wait. They don't want to make decisions, so they're going to wait. بس لو إحنا if we introduce a sense of urgency or sense of scarcity, it will help them to actually convert. Gmail كان مشهور قوي when they launched Gmail في جوجل كانوا عاملينها كده اهوت. Everybody has 5 invites I think and they can invite 5 people to open a Gmail account. So it gave a sense of scarcity. لما بيجي لي أنا an account or an option to open an account, I always do open it. لأن إيه مفيش accounts تانية out there. I have to get an invite to get into this. Okay, and gives you also a sense of urgency. لو قال لك إن الأكاونت دوت will expire after a while. And مثلا only 3 tickets left by Expedia is always a classic one. Sometimes you want to introduce it أنت بنفسك قاصد إن يبقى فيه limited quantity أو limited time. و sometimes it's inherited يعني أي حد بيبيع product eventually البرودكت دوت إيه هيخلص. اي حد الايفنت بتاع النهارده today's event eventually هيكون فاتك. لو قلت لحد one day left 5 hours left ده كل ده sense of urgency. They will sign up, they will register. Okay, and this is another example. You know what? كل دي examples you can have the slides, you can see the clock ticking you know what on this offer, etc. Another very famous برضه method to increase conversions is the idea of try before you buy. Okay, ده عم خليل بتاع البطيخ where he's sitting there and people come over and بيقعدوا يقولوا له ها قرعه ولا حلوه فهو يقعد يقول له حلوه يا باشا والله بتاع فيقول له شور ماشي حاضر بتاع افكر فيها ويقوم ماشي كل شويه افكر ويقوم ماشي طب هرجع لك تاني مش عارف اي حجج والناس تمشي. And he discovered ان في risk في friction. People get agitated at the point of making that decision. Anxiety attack بينزل علينا قبل ما ندوس على الزرار قبل ما نشتري بطيخ. So how do you hedge that risk؟ بان هو قال لهم بص على السكين I promise you انا هفتحها لك عجبتك اشتريها ما عجبتكش ما تاخدهاش. And he was able to get you to try before you buy فبالتالي كل الناس بتقول له حلو قوي يعني كده ضامن ان انا I'm getting the right type of البطيخه اللي انا محتاجها بالظبط. Okay. So how do we do this online? Million ways. يعني for example, you can, even for this session today, if you want people to actually subscribe for it before, you can give them the slides, or you can give them a little bit of a small video introduction to try before you buy what you're going to be learning. You can مثلا جوميا, when we did جوميا في الأول كنا عاملين 14 يوم free returns. To hedge your risk, you can buy it, try it at home, ما عجبتكش, that doesn't fit, not compatible, not the right size, doesn't feel right, whatever, رجعها تاني. It's a great way to try before you buy, and so on. Many businesses بيعملوا free trials, بيعملوا option اللي هو refunds and guarantees كل ده. Okay, and as you can see, what Uber had a very strong success story with trial promo codes to try before you buy. Okay, Amazon بيخليك inside the book, you can look inside it, read the first chapter before you buy the book, to try before you buy. Finally, this is a very famous story. At least I made it famous. أنا بحكيها في كل talk يعني, I like it a lot. So it's a story about the guy, a very smart entrepreneur زيكم كلكم كده, who invented the shopping cart, اللي هي الترولي بتاعه الشوبينج. اوكي, في زمان كان في طبعا shopping basket. سوبر ماركتس في امريكا start getting bigger, more products are on the shelves. فهو فكر, لقى المنظر ان الناس ماشيه معاه بتاع باسكت كده ومليان بقى الحاجات بتقع منه وبتاع, فقال بس I'm going to invent a bigger basket يتحط على العجل. I'm going to rent it to the supermarkets. I'm going to put a patent on it, and I'm going to get them paid to rent and pay for maintenance. business plan خطيره, يروح يحطها عندهم, value لكل الناس. الباير عايز لانه هتبقى اسهل له, more convenient. السوبر ماركت عايز لانه طبعا obviously more sales can be generated لما الناس تشتري حاجات اكتر في الشوبينج. حطها هناك, and he discovered a shocking result. No one is using it. ليه يا جماعه؟ بس احنا عاملين business plan جميله, we went to the entrepreneurship center and we حضرنا mentorships, كل حاجه, بس no one is using it. What's happening? So he probed a little bit more, he looked into it a little bit more, and he discovered no one is using it because for women, في الفترة ديت women were seen as ان هم they are in control. Pearl necklace, full makeup, fully dressed. They go to the supermarket, العيال في ايد والباسكت ده في ايد واحد تاني, and if they are seen as weak, as they cannot handle themselves بالمنظر دوت, then it means ان هم they're not fit to be good housewives. we كل ال other wives are looking at them كده, هم يعملوا حاجه غريبه ما حدش تاني بيعملها, ان هو ياخد الباسكت ده. وطبعا بالنسبه للwomen, if women are not doing that, imagine a man walking in بقى بيتمخطر بالشوبينج كارت ديت. فطبعا no one was using it خالص. عمل ايه هو؟ For 2 years he hired actors. They go in, يلفوا بالشوبينج باسكت, اوكي, يحطوا الايتمز in ويشيلوا الايتمز. فانت تخش سوبر ماركت تلاقي مليان people walking around with this shopping cart. بتقول الله, no issue, ده حاجه normal. So you grab your cart and you start بقى تمشي مع بقيه الناس دي كلها. بعد شويه he phased those actors من one location to the next to the third, لحد ما ابتدى يبقى الموضوع is normalized. Okay, and that idea of normalized is what's known as social proof. And people look for they look for signs from the society, from the community around them, in proving in this is a good solution, proving in this is a normal solution, proving in this is working, this is successful. Okay, and يعني أمثلة كتيرة إن هو مثلا is what's known as numerical social proof. It's where you look at مثلا number of event attendees. So if you know when مثلا 100 people are going to be attending this event, or 100 مثلا 10 million people viewed that song, it's an indicator and it's so popular. It's really good. Okay, the number of people downloaded a certain book, hell, a number of people who shared something, testimonials. Okay, طبعا obviously the standards of trust, reviews على product معين, mentions in the press. Okay, حاجات زي كده هو, as seen on TV, all the videos, all the logos of other clients, كل ده credibility, كل ده social proof. مش أنا المغفل الوحيد اللي بيشتري ده, لا, في other people actually bought this before. Okay, and it's a great way to optimize and convert. So imagine كل الكلام ده whether انت you're a store in City Stars حد داخل لك you're trying to do everything we talked about عندك a very clear value proposition في sense of urgency في sense of scarcity بتاع ده هيخلص ده انت مش عارف مين تاني اللي اشتراه ده مش عارف كذا وكذا وكذا اشتروه okay if you like you can buy it take it and if you don't like it تعالى رجعه كل ده is increasing the chances انه ال 95 اللي ما اشتروش will probably have a better chance of buying دلوقتي. And that's what conversion rate optimization is all about. هنا ده another example يعني of ايه 313 people before you مثلا downloaded that book. Okay. Other things بقى psychological things have to do with very small بقى details مثلا في الcopy نفسه. How you sell, what you say to people makes a big difference. أني أحسن submit ولا get your free ebook now. الإفة بتاعت المصريين is buttons that say submit لأن بينزلوا standard كل buttons عليه submit and you just leave them you never touch them while مثلا طبعا get your free ebook explains why I should fill this why should I fill this form what am I getting get free card reader بتاع ده perfect now I know what I need to do okay طبعا obviously things في الcopy نفسها where we market the features versus marketing the benefits. ده مثال هنا هو اللي عارفين دي ده الكفر اللي بيبقى فيه باتري بتاع الفونز. So this cover هنا هو مكتوب عليه 2000 mega amperes. That's the capacity بتاعت البطارية اللي موجودة جوه الكفر ده. ولا 120% extra battery. Which one is better? The 120% طبعا. Why? لأن this is the benefit. أنا ultimately بدور على extra capacity. كون إن في amperes جوه البتاع ده this is something I don't care about at all. صح؟ So in marketing we always say sell the hole not the drill. لأن ultimately عايز الدريل ده أعمل بيه إيه؟ أعمل بيه a hole in the end. Okay? So you always market the features versus the benefit. Okay? يعني in 5 more minutes I want to explain بقى extra 2 concepts that are quite important. First one is many businesses they won't be able to just create a message that leads to a sale. They will need a step in the middle. The step is known as the lead magnet. It's trying to create some extra value ببلاش الأول where you give to customers before you ask them to buy. هديكم مثال هنا اهوت مثلا ده بزنس اسمه فند دوت is عارفين POS machines it's a POS machine يعني basically a point of sale machine لبزنس عنده a retail store and he wants to sell البرودكتس بتاعته عايز ماشين he can يحط الترانزاكشنز ويطلع الانفويس وكل الكلام ده اوكي ف this is what they do a POS machine this is how they market it. ما بيعملوش اعلان تعالى اشتري POS machine على طول. They needed a step in the middle. فعاملين مثلا an inventory management guide ببلاش get your free copy. خلاص if you have a retail store if you are a retailer this will help you manage your inventory. It's a free guide that we've created. The reason of it is that if you enter in معلوماتك to download that guide okay you became a lead. You became a retailer interested in inventory management because you just downloaded this. Help that they can later on promote inventory management solution بتاعتهم هم اللي هي POS machine بتاعتهم. Okay, and that's the concept of the lead magnet. أهو زي ما انتم شايفين كده اهوت عايز تنزل inventory management دخل بقى المعلومات كلها your company ومكانها what type of business you're in وكل دوت. Now we've got you as a lead. You haven't still bought بس هيبقى عندنا a better chance عن ان احنا بس نقول لك كده تعالى اشتري ويبقى عنده a very low conversion rate لان هو مثلا زي BMW كده عنده very low conversion rate بيبيع only للريتيلرز مش بيبيع حاجه كده اي حد ماشي في الشارع يشتريها لازم تكون an owner of a store that's looking for a POS machine. It's only he's going to make only 100 sales a month بكتير قوي. Okay, people sell more cars than this. فزي BMW بالظبط هو عنده a better chance انه collect a lot of amount of people who are interested maybe in a BMW ويقعد معاهم مده طويله بقى until they're ready to buy actually. And that's what he's doing. دي امثله ثانيه obviously ل other lead magnets, a Barcelona guide, مش عارف an immigration guide, different articles, different ways to do that. This is مثلا a quiz. Are dental implants right for you? حد بيفكر to do dental implants. And once you take the quiz, obviously you're someone who is, if you're qualified, you're someone who might be a great client or a great customer to a dentist who does dental implants. And he was able to generate leads بالطريقة. Okay? So there are multiple ways of doing lead magnets. Finally, الخطوة اللي بعد كده هي انه يدiscover انه حتى الناس اللي هي interested وبقى became a lead magnet and went to vend, most of them are not going to be ready to buy right away. They've discovered that the consumers visit about 38 sites before booking. متخيلين؟ لو حد عايز يشتري a trip travel someone 38 sites قبل ما يبوك. So imagine لو هم دوروا عليك وانت اول واحد، انت الراجل اللي داسوا على الكليك على الاعلان بتاعك على جوجل، في 37 اوبشنز تانيين بعديك مستحيل يفتكروك. انسى. No way. So what do? You do this. You do something called retargeting. You follow up with them. Retargeting is the concept where when someone visits a site, okay, or clicks on ad, you'll able to tag him. فيظهر له هو specifically اعلانات. It happens to us all the time. بنخش على booking.com. We don't buy, obviously. ليه؟ لسه بنعمل ريسيرش، بندور على الفيز، بناخد اجازات من الشغل، بندور على هوتيلز، فلايتس، كل حاجه. نقفل بوكينج ونمشي، نلاقي that same hotel is following us all over the internet، صح؟ تحصل لنا كلنا for sure. Okay؟ ليه؟ لانه he tagged us. هو basically حط في البراوزر بتاعنا a small, very small line of code that says this guy came to my site before. And he would follow up with you with further ads عشان عارف ان انت you're gonna go and visit 38 sites. So he needs to make sure بعد ما تخلص كل الفيزيتنج اللي انت هتعمله في الدنيا انه he's still in front of you as an option. بيفكرك، فاكرني انا كان اول واحد دست عليه. هل I'm still a great hotel and I'm still available. يلا بقى تعالى احجز. And that is really a good way for them to bring business. Okay, so that's the concept of remarketing, where ان انت بتيجي هنا تكليك تقفل وتمشي تلاقي بقى more ads trying to bring that person back to that same hotel landing page. Okay. طبعا الاحلى منها انك you're just not trying to bring him back buy now. You're trying to understand هو ليه ما اشتراش اول مره. ممكن تكون time، بس ممكن يكون other friction areas, other reasons. And that's where you create more content مختلف and you try to بقى ايه cater للايديا ان انا عندي واتساب وعندي فيسبوك وعندي انستغرام وعندي تيك توك وعندي حاجات كتير قوي وعندي فيديوز وارتكلز ومسجز مختلفه that I can try to persuade بقى versus اني ازن بس. Persuade the customer to actually buy. Okay. And so here are different ways where you can persuade him, telling him, مثلا trying to tell them why they should buy, who else bought it, what happens if they don't buy, fear of missing out, what happens if they don't like it, is there's guarantees, هل ممكن يرجع تاني, is it running out, هل في sense of urgency, okay, can they see more details and all of that, okay, and they need to see you a lot على multiple platforms for them to eventually buy in the end, okay. I think it's a good point to stop. Yani, this is a good كده ايه overview of a strategy for customer acquisition, for marketing online that discusses about different platforms and different concepts and how we can create that journey and eventually convert our customers.
Thank you, Dr. Sherif. This is an amazing and impressive. Let's take questions بقى. BA, I think BA we're collecting some questions so they can come up with those, please. Alia, Mariam, BA.
Hello.
Hello.
I think Mariam. Hi, I'm Hiba. I'm the Vice President of the Business Association. I think bas Alia and Mariam have internet with connectivity.
Yeah.
So let me just jump in. First of all, just like to thank you very much, Dr. Sherif, for the very, very engaging and interesting topic.
Thank you.
I can even like Zainab also is with us. She's also from BA. We've been privately texting on how we might shift careers now. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for the talk.
Thanks.
So you actually gathered a few questions prior to the session, and I was wondering if you can help out, maybe give up some tips and advice.
Sure.
So the first one is now seeing that everything is going digital, a lot of people actually started looking into shifting careers, digital marketing.
Yeah.
From engineers to finance students. So what tips do you have to these students who want to shift into this space?
The advice is definitely a lot of implementation. It's an area where you learn by doing very, very much. It's an area where المية تكطس يعني you can fake it a little bit, but you'll never actually make it because it's very transparent. Numbers are there. It's very data driven. It's very results driven. So it becomes a little bit more difficult to سواء بقى انت you're on the media buying side, you're on the creative side, you're on the content side, you're on the product and design side, whatever it is, كل الحاجات دي هتبان على طول if it's not really working well, and you will be exposed. So you need to be authentic, you need to learn by doing a lot, and you need to be in the know as much as possible. So the more exposure you get, the more you'll be able to acquire information and knowledge very, very fast.
Okay, got it. And actually, Ali also had Mariam's back, I think.
Someone asked, do you think that video platforms such as TikTok will override Facebook and other platforms in the near future?
I think definitely Facebook has a major problem. The problem is more structural. بمعنى ان people on Facebook are not having fun anymore. No one shares their personal information or personal situations مع الناس اللي حواليه. Everybody's sharing articles, they're sharing opinions for sure, and there's tons of negativity similar to Twitter's problem at the beginning. Tons of negativity, tons of divide in societies, divide in ideas, divide in all of that. While a platform like TikTok is just pure fun. It's just pure fun. A platform like Instagram is amazing fun. So هو عنده disadvantages في الحتة ديت, بس also عنده great advantages where he's زي ما قلنا he's on platforms like WhatsApp and say Instagram. Both are massive. They're growing in a ridiculous way, and they're becoming a very strong حاجة زي WhatsApp مثلا is a utility tool. He owns something similar to Google owns. Google owns searching across the internet. Without Google, we're not going to find anything. نفس الحكاية, but without WhatsApp, we're not going to be able to talk to people or communicate بالشكل اللي احنا متعودين عليه. So it's very utility driven as well. So it's not easy to لما تبقى في المنظر دوت. It's not more about fun. خلاص أنا مش عايز any more fun. You can turn off your Facebook, بس هيبقى very difficult to turn off your WhatsApp. ليه؟ عليه شغلك وعليه جروبس وعليه كل حاجة بقى, فاهم؟ المدرسة والولاد والتمارين والمش عارف ايه والكلاس روم والجروبس بتاعتي أنا في الكلاس. It's difficult. You cannot just do that. So by just a simplistic view of looking at Facebook on its own, طبعا yes هو threatened, but when you look at its entire portfolio لا عنده a very strong position for sure.
Okay, and Alia also asked to what extent will privacy laws impact the effect of digital marketing and the acquisition of customer data? Huge. Masr,
specifically Egypt, has just released its personal data protection law a few weeks ago, and I wrote an article about it, and it's basically it puts the liability on every business that's collecting personal data بتاعت الكاستمرز بتوعها, okay, including حد زي مثلا Uber, كريم, Souq.com, المنيوز, you name it, OLX, كل الناس ديت, if they're collecting personal data, including the AFC actually, if you're collecting personal data on your users, on your customers, you have to be able to store secure data ديت. You have to give them the option to opt out of it. So النهارده لما تعمل a marketing campaign, if someone is going to come in and become a lead, they have to actually choose to become a lead. And once they do that, you have to always give them the option they can stop your marketing, stop getting messages from you. حلو, فهيبقى فيها طبعا implications على marketing efforts وعلى customer acquisition and data for sure by law.
طب أنا كان دكتور شريف طبعا thank you so much for this it's very interesting actually أنا مش I'm a business graduate but I'm not a marketeer, but marketing has always been an interest because I believe in you market yourself. Marketing is not just about the market product بقى ولا service. Actually في السنتر ما احنا you are marketing the center. بس what I want to hint to I'm sure كلكم أو حضرتك أكيد شفت السوشيال دايلاما اللي هو السيريز اللي على نتفليكس. المرعب ده اللي هو بيتكلم ان احنا highly exposed وان الحاجات دي collecting data and it really scares me. ما اعرفش يمكن انا عشان old generation ولا يعني it's very برضو ال connections بتاعت كل الانفورميشن بتاعتنا on the platform is scary. انا مش هعرف يعني as you said انا مثلا I cannot perform دلوقتي without the WhatsApp. الفيسبوك هو مصدر النيوز بتاعتي يعني I open Facebook to read news. I open Instagram to cut off the routine day شوية واتفرج على شوية images that's nice. But at the end of the day when you look into it it is a bit scary. تحس انت exposed. فانا مش عارفة how you perceive بقى this double-edged tools, digital marketing tools that is being used currently يعني shall we be much scared ولا نبقى very بقى protective أكتر على our information and data and to choose نحط اسمنا في ايه ندخل الايميلز بتاعتنا في ايه يعني what's your advice in this؟
صح يعني definitely they are collecting data وكل الكلام ده بيحصل. أنا يعني my view is a bit more optimistic in the sense of إنه يعني I don't really see Facebook Instagram Google as pure evil بالشكل دوت. ليه؟ لأنه كمثال Facebook has created hundreds of thousands of millionaires, individuals who are able to grow their businesses, to market their products, to sell, has created tons of connections between family members and distant cousins and long time friendships, have helped millions of people find love and marriage and have taught YouTube is the university of the world. الناس اتعلمت. I personally know someone يعني through a scholarship that got the most prestigious scholarship في مصر راح يدرس في هارفارد. He learned English على يوتيوب. هارفارد من مصر مش حاجة بعيدة. So يعني there is tons of accessibility. كل الستارت ابس اللي احنا بنتكلم عليها النهارده الفكرة ان عاملين اصلا entrepreneurship center في الاي سي that anyone can start a business and grow it is on the backs of الناس دي. On the backs of and انت you can be single click create an ad and let the world know about what you do. And انت a single click you can open a video and learn about how to use any tool. And then you can search for anything around the world and find it. You have on-demand access to lots of services. كل دوت is on the backs of الناس ديت اللي احنا النهارده we're really يعني بننتقدهم جامد جدا. The other thing is انها it has tons of utility as well. يعني بلاقي ان الناس I find it very ironic ان حد بيتكلم على السوشيال دايلاما ان data ومش عارف ايه. Where have you watched social dilemma? On Netflix, the biggest data gatherer in the world probably النهارده. And where did you critique social dilemma? Where did you go to? The first place you went to say يا خبر ابيض our data كل الناس بتسرقها I'm so scared. فين؟ On Facebook. اللي هو نفس البلاتفورم اللي احنا بننتقده. So it just shows قد ايه انه there is definitely هي ironic جدا. فانا عندي a little bit more of a يعني
optimistic.
Actually to the extent
يعني بحس انه a bit balanced. يعني yes هم طبعا there is a danger that they are too big with a lot of information and for sure they need to be monitored. Okay, they need to be it needs to be regulated. خلينا نسميها كده. Okay, in a way. But on the other side there is also it's quite democratic and quite open. يعني yes احنا ما حدش اجبرنا نخش على نتفليكس نتفرج على الفيديوز بتاعتهم. ما حدش اجبرنا ان احنا نخش على فيسبوك and have an account.
curiosity اجبرتنا.
and stop the data tomorrow. بالظبط احنا حرين. هل هو الراجل بيقول لك انا I collect data وانا وحش شرير وانا هعمل لك اعلانات وانا بسمع الكونفرسيشنز بتاعتك. اوكي
هو الصبح بيقول لنا كده.
And actually to the extent that we يعني sometimes I forget يعني I forgot when I started working مثلا 20 plus years ago كنا بنشتغل ازاي يعني كنا بنجيب information منين and resources. يعني sometimes I sit and think يعني كنت ازاي بجمع resources and information when I used to work 20 years back.
صح. بصي انا بقى for me the real danger is actually what happened happened في another بقى more interesting بالنسبه لي انا what's in the social dilemma is sure وبتاع بس a lot of exaggeration and a lot of يعني one sided view زي ما بقول لك هو ما بيكلمناش على the other view اللي هو امسح الاب خلاص stop it. هو ما بيقولكش كده، هو بيقول لك لا ازاي يا جماعه ديتا عنك ومش عارف ايه بتاع where you can stop it literally in a second. الباور برضو معاك لسه. اوكي مش هيطلع لك اعلانات لو انت بطلت تبص على فيسبوك خلاص. هو عايزك لا انت تخش على فيسبوك وهو يبطل يعمل اي حاجه ثانيه ويشتغل على مزاجك. ما ينفعش. دي I think what's more dangerous بالنسبه لي انا is what happened بقى another documentary that I recommend watching اسمه The Big Hack. Okay? Or the Great Hack, whatever, and it's about Cambridge Analytica. It's about بقى a third party who was able to access the data ديت بتاعت فيسبوك and use it for evil بقى. مش by my choice، مش انا اللي داخل على كامبريدج اناليتيكا زي ما انا داخل على فيسبوك وانستغرام واتساب. حلو؟ وما عنديش الباور، مش في ايديا ان انا اطفي الموضوع ده. And they were able to gather the information ديت and start learning about users to create مثلا political messages for a certain candidate. Okay? Using the information ديت, understanding ايه المسجز that can sway voters في اتجاهه. حلو؟ Can be done to do lots of other things, including understand habits معينة للناس and when they buy and when they don't buy and whatever to benefit third parties. انت اصلا you never used to opt in ولا تستخدمهم ولا الباور في ايديك ان انت تبطل الكلام ده او تشغله. ده بالنسبه لي is where the real danger lies. وهم طبعا they got penalized very much for this and they're investing billions literally to make sure it never happens again.
Okay, thank you so much, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor, so much. Any questions, BA, or should we close? But thank you, Doctor, so
I
much.
have a question.
Okay, sure.
Okay,
go ahead.
Zainab.
I wanted to ask, Mr. Sherif, do you think that if there's too many ads على digital world, and actually it may have a counter effect على customer?
Of course 100%. Too many ads has a counter effect على كل الناس. أول حاجة طبعا البلاتفورم نفسه will become a poor platform. هيبقى platform where no one goes on facebook.com, no one goes on Google to get ads. أنا رايح بتفرج على content. I'm looking for my friends, the articles, the news, the media, the entertainment, the information. مش بدور على إعلانات for sure. So لازم يبقى عنده a balance. That's what he does. This is why cost of advertisement keeps going up. في منافسة ما بين different advertisers على نفس السبيس. السبيس ما بيزيدش. في نفس الوقت في حاجة تانية برضه that's really scarce is the consumer's attention. You cannot view too many ads. خلاص at some point your attention is gapped. الكاب بتاع الاتنشن بتاعك دوت بيخليك برضه a more valuable item. كل شوية ما ينفعش أوريك more إعلانات أكتر. Okay? Otherwise البلاتفورم يبقى poor. عارفين ايه البور بلاتفورم اللي الناس بقت مش عايزه تتفرج عليه خالص that is full of ads؟ فاكرين رمضان اعلانات بيبسي وكوكاكولا كانوا بيقولوا على ايه؟ مليون تي في. النهارده نتفليكس you never imagine لو نتفليكس وقف وعمل لك اعلان في النص انت ممكن يجي لك شوك يعني.
حقيقي.
صح. بس احنا اياميها كنا بنتفرج على اعلان كوكاكولا 15 مره عشان بس يخلص حلقه واحده من مش عارف هوانم جاردن سيتي ولا مش عارف.
يا دكتور ده بقى فيه ads على مسلم برو الابلكيشن التليفون. بقى الموضوع حزين يعني.
فطبعا يعني the more ads that يعني ads are fine عادي. some of it is entertaining كل حاجه وبتاع بس the more bombardment هيحصل كده. الحاجه الثانيه اللي بتحصل ان بيحصل بقى بيحصل immunity للكاستمر نفسه where they become immune ل all that advertisement. I just it blurs in the background ما بقاش بركز معاه ما بقاش اشوفه which happens a lot مثلا في البانر ads online عشان كل سايت عليه بام 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 بام. لو دخلت على اليوم السابع مثلا هتلاقي مليان زحمه جدا. you never actually look at a single ad على اليوم السابع. content هو اللي بيجذبك and then you filter out كل الكلام ده يمين وشمال ده مش موجود اصلا خلاص. so you become immune. so after a while there's always this platform, there's always the next, and that's what exactly is going to happen. The more advertiser يا اما it will get expensive يا اما it will get innovative في areas مختلفه بقى. حد جديد هيطلع يقول لك بقى انا ما عنديش ads يا اما it will get abusive so you leave that platform and move to the next one.
Okay, thank you.
Heba, have anything?
No, I'm good.
Okay,
Thank you.
perfect.
I think that was all the questions.
Thank you, Mariam. Thank you, BA.
very much.
Thank you.
So,
Dr. Bigat,
Thank
thank you enough for your time.
Yeah, thank you for organizing this. It was my pleasure. And looking forward back to more in-depth discussions about the business plans بتاعتكم بقى.
Of course.
Yes.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.